Has the term cash flow ever confused you? Well, buckle in, because I'm giving you the idiot's guide to cash flow. What's going on, everybody? Craig here, and I'm a profit coach who loves helping service-based business owners finally find some peace of mind when it comes to their money. Now, cash flow is what I am all about. That's really what I do with my clients. And whether we're looking at their marketing, whether we're looking at their sales funnels, whether we're just looking at how they handle the day-to-day operations, it all ties into cash flow. And really that's the foundational piece is knowing what's going on in our business, how money is behaving inside of our business, and really getting control over that. But here's the thing. If you're like me, and if you're like most business owners, and I'm going to tell you a secret, I had no idea what cash flow was. I didn't. When I started the business, I remember my dad talking to me about cash flow all the time, and I was like, yeah, cash flow for sure. Cash flow's in, cash flow's out. That's cash flow, right? But I had no idea really what it truly meant. Most people talk over your head when they're talking about cash flow. They're talking in accounting terms and things that make our eyes gloss over, make us fall asleep and just do the head bob like, totally get it. Yep, no cash flow for sure. Today, my goal is to break this down in a way that is so simple, you're gonna walk away understanding it. And not only that, you'll be equipped to take these steps to know what is going on exactly in your business with your money. In a nutshell, cash flow really is money that comes in and goes out. It's how money behaves inside of your business. As you receive sales, money's coming in, and then obviously you're spending some of that money, it's going out, you're paying yourself, and we get that net profit. If you were to look at a profit and loss statement, you have your sales, you're gonna have your list of expenses, and then at the bottom is that net profit, what is left. Now, this in a nutshell is really just business accounting. It's money in, money out, leftover. That's the three pieces. But the problem is that's not giving us the full picture. So there's some variance that can happen within a business, and let me know if you can relate to this. Seasonality. We can look at how they do in a year and say, great, you're doing this much revenue, but some months it's big and some months it's small. So how can we average that out and run the business as if it was always pretty close to the same amount? How can we do that? Well, number one is we need a system. I teach Profit First. Profit First leverages bank accounts. Literally, you make money, it comes into an account nicknamed income, and then we have other accounts. We have a profit account, we have an owner's pay account, an operating expense account, and a tax account. As money goes into that income account, you go by percentages and move it to each other account. So then when you're looking, you can see, okay, how is money behaving in my operating expense account? Money's flowing into it. How is it going out? How am I looking on that balance? If the balance gets too low, then you know that there is a problem in your spend, that you're spending too much. Same with the owner's pay account, the taxes, everything is covered in these accounts, and it gives you a really quick snapshot of where money is going. Now, in order for you to tame this beast of cash flow, I'm going to give you just a very quick exercise that you can do to know exactly what is going on and how money is flowing in and out. Pull a profit and loss statement just from the last 12 months. Look at it and see, okay, what was my top line and what did I spend on expenses? Now, we can get granular in here, but I'm just going to make it as simple as possible. We're going to go down to the bottom of that profit and loss statement where it says total expenses. Take that number and divide it by the top line revenue. This is going to give you a percentage, and that percentage is going to tell you what you are spending on expenses in the business. Start by making that your target goal. Every month, I'm going to spend around that percentage in expenses. If you run this analysis and you see that you're spending 60% on operating expenses, let's start by putting 60% of income into that operating expense account and running the business on that. Then we can slowly make tweaks and bring that down. But this is going to give you the ability to manage the cash flow and keep your business in a healthy state. And guys, that's really the key, bank accounts. I know those spreadsheets have their place. They're important. They really are. But let's be honest, you're probably not looking at them. I'm not looking at them on the day-to-day. What I'm looking at is my bank account. And that's really what almost every business owner I talk to is doing. They're looking at their bank account to see what they can afford to do, what moves they need to make. So let's leverage that behavior. I literally can open up my bank account right now. I can see how much money is coming in, how much is coming out, my expected expenses, how I'm doing in general. This is going to give you a very simplistic view of your cash flow, and it's going to make business and cash flow a lot more simple. Now, here's the thing. Managing it can be tricky, and that's what I specialize in. I not only help my clients figure out their percentages, I help them implement, and then I also help them just crush this. And also just looking at the nitty-gritties in your business that you are probably too busy and too overwhelmed to take the time to look at. Your sales processes, your product and margins. Anything that involves cash flow, which let's face it, most of what you do involves cash flow, I'm there to help you with. In the description below is a free consultation. We'll dig into your business, we'll figure out what your biggest pain points are, and I'm gonna give you some direction in how to fix them. Otherwise, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. I would love to see you next week.